The newly founded Saudi-backed venture LIV Golf is making a buzz in the golfing world, taking head-on the prestigious and well-established PGA Tour. With its invitational series underway and flaunting former world number one Greg Norman as the frontman, the newcomer is making headlines each day. Between the PGA Tour's strict admonitions and big-name golfers flocking to the event, the environment is all stirred up with rumors popping up every hour. So let's dig in. First up, Henrik Stenson gets closer by the day to joining LIV Series. PGA Tour and LIV Series are going head-on, with the former trying its best to counter the threat posed by the latter through strict disciplinary actions and promising future events. Despite all the measures, the infant series has seen an influx of some big names from the golfing world. It's now being rumored that a deal is underway between the LIV team and European Ryder Cup captain Henrik Stenson. The sizzling rumor is yet another turn of events that'll further consolidate the LIV Series standing in the golfing world. Amidst the ongoing rumor acting quite preactively, DP World Tour has also started floating counteractive, unofficial statements that should Henrik join the LIV Series, he'll no longer be the captain at the next European Ryder Cup. If Henrik makes the jump, he'll be joining already signed Ryder Cup stars Lee Westwood, Sergio Garcia, Paul Casey, Martin Kaymer, Ian Poulter, and Graham McDowell. Although the details on how much the golf veteran is being offered to jump ships are awaited, there are strong chances that the 40-year-old golfer shall follow suit and will be seen swinging the club at the next LIV event. From the looks of it, LIV Golf Series is clearly winning the debacle. Next up, Cameron Smith. With the golfers swimming in pools of money being offered by the LIV Series having made the switch, it's not unusual that a lot of players are thinking of switching sides, despite warnings by the Alliance of PGA Tour and DP World Tour authorities. Cameron Smith, the sixth-ranked player in the golfing world, is rumored to be in negotiations with LIV Series to feature in their next event. Ever since the LIV Series took off, the players from opposing camps have been hurling accusations at each other. The PGA Tour loyalists condemn the greed displayed by the so-called rebel players and deem it morally wrong. The LIV camp players have been seen to pass off diplomatic statements in response. Amidst the battle, 28-year-old Cameron Smith has been unusually silent on the debacle, with no statement in favor of either side for some time now. A majority of people see this refrain from taking a stance as something in the cooking. It is being argued that by virtue of his origin, there's no doubt that the star player is in contact with the LIV frontman Greg Norman. Backed by a lot of reasons, the rumor is now gaining strength on the internet that Cameron might in fact join the LIV in weeks to come, making him the highest-ranked golfer on the LIV Tour roster. There is another block that argues Cameron would never take this seriously because of all the points he'd lose from not being able to play the next scored formats. Looks like only time will tell which side the coin lands on. Moving on, Patrick Cantlay. The rumor that the reigning FedEx Cup champion Patrick Cantlay is switching sides to join LIV Golf Series is gaining momentum with every passing day. The 30-year-old golfer is ranked 5th in the world by the official World Golf Ranking and has won the PGA Tour 7 times. Unlike most of his other colleagues who have pledged to appear on the upcoming PGA Tour, Cantlay has remained shy of declaring fealty to any particular side. There's a video making rounds on social media that hints that the golf mogul might get on board the LIV Series. The video clip is from a press conference where Patrick is asked by a journalist, since he hasn't been asked this directly by anyone, whether he's received any offers from the LIV team. Patrick seems to be thrown off balance and replies in a rather stuttering and shaky voice that since his team handles all such things, he's no idea and hasn't been in contact with anyone from LIV directly. The shaky reply with an air of innocence has failed to convince the golfing world that the star player isn't considering switching sides. If anything, it's raised the suspicion of jumping ship only more. Seriously, Patrick, you thought people would believe that? Now, for the final rumor, Viktor Hovland, Norwegian professional golfer, holds the 8th spot in the official golf world ranking and is rumored to be the number 1 on the list of probable players to join the LIV Tour in the coming weeks. Linked with moves away from the PGA Tour, the 24-year-old golfer has come to the notice of the golfing community as unusually silent, a pattern that remains consistent with another player rumored to join the LIV ranks in upcoming weeks, Cameron Smith. In times like these, when the players are either making their way to the LIV golf courses, swinging clubs, or shouting at the top of their voice, pledging their allegiance with the PGA Tour, the silence points only to one thing: rebellion. And the mass masses never fail to notice the quiet, more so from a key player. From the looks of it, it won't be long before we find out for sure. And now, in other news. First up, the letter that threatens DP World with a legal action. With the PGA Tour and DP World Tour officials presenting a united front against the newly founded LIV series, the golfing world has seen many top players fined and banned from landmark golf events. In the latest development on the LIV versus DP World debacle, a letter has recently surfaced in the media, which made waves in the golfing world. The letter addressed to DP World Tour authorities has at least 16 players, including Ian Poulter and Lee Westwood, as signatories, threatening to go to court against the tour's decision of a £100,000 fine and banning them from entering the Scottish Open. The letter further encouraged the tour authorities to reconsider their decision and recorded their protest against the link-up with PGA Tour and co-sanctioned events, especially the Scottish Open and Barracuda Championship. The Guild also highlighted their reservations against the new deal with PGA Tour that allows DP World's top golfers to earn cards for the US circuit, making DP World look like a second fiddle to the PGA Tour. Next up, Bryson DeChambeau has confirmed his LIV deal to be around $125 million. If you can't seem to understand why the top-notch players are fleeing towards the LIV series, the answer is money, money, and more money. Golfer Bryson DeChambeau has recently confirmed that he's $125 million richer after the LIV deal. A rumor had been making rounds on the internet deeming the value of Bryson's deal about $125 million. The golfer was asked about the authenticity of the rumor, to which he responded that it's a little lower than that, but it's close. Bryson also remarked that what he liked the most was the fact that much of it's paid up front. $125 million, that's a lot of money. Moving on, Paul Casey becomes the latest inductee into LIV Golf Series. Despite his previous statements against Saudi International, Paul Casey has been confirmed to be the latest addition to the roster of the LIV Golf Series. Casey is all set to feature in the third LIV Series event, Trump National Golf Club Bedminster, towards the end of the month. Paul, a former UNICEF ambassador, had been quite vocal about his anti-Saudi international opinion in 2019. However, the recent years saw his stance change significantly, with him taking part in the event on 2 accounts. Casey will form part of Crusher GC with former Ryder Cup teammates Lee Westwood, Sergio Gracia, Ian Poulter, and Graham McDowell. Paul turns out to be another significant addition to an already growing list of golfers taking part in the controversial series against the whole weight of PGA Tour and DP World Tour combined. Finally, the Rebel golfers confirmed the move was motivated by huge paychecks. Golfers Abraham Answer, Bryson DeChambeau, and Matthew Wolff made it very clear in their first press conference after the LIV signing that the motivation behind their move was none other than money. Although Answer and DeChambeau spelled the fact in slightly different words, the core reason turned out to be the same: paycheck. DeChambeau termed his decision to go against the PGA warnings a personal business decision, stating that the money from the tour would help finance projects in local communities. As for Answer, he blurted out the reason, might we add rather too bluntly, to be the opportunity to get paid bigger and better. With the opponents deeming their moves in pursuit of personal greed, the Rebel Guild golfers don't seem to mind a hefty paycheck, despite the frowns. Considered a step in the right direction by many and criticized by others at the same time, the event continues to plunge the golfing world into one after another controversy. That's a wrap for this video. Which of these golfers do you think has the best stats of all time? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.